Hey everyone, Zia here and welcome back to the channel. I have some absolutely insane and important updates for you today, okay? Let's jump right into it. Crew, a staggering 30,000 crore fortune, locked in a brutal fight. Is this a family dispute or a calculated move to steal an entire empire? You won't believe it. Karisma Kapoor's children are in court. Look at this, 30,000 crore estate battle. They allege their stepmother forged their father's will to claim everything, an insane discovery. The lawsuit alleges a March 2025 will gives everything to Priya. And this is where it gets crazy. Plaintiffs claim the original was hidden. Look, alleged forged will, they haven't even seen it. What's the plea? Class I legal heirs 1/5 share. But here's the wild part. They demand to freeze all assets. Look, freeze all assets. This is about ultimate control. Billionaire Sanjay Kapoor, behind Sona Kumstar, passed suddenly at 53. His 31,000 crore empire now faces a massive crisis. What would you do if your family's legacy was on the line? Drop your theories below. In other news, a surprising development has just come to our attention. Kathmandu is on fire, its streets choked with fury. Gen Z is rising up, destroying everything in its path, and the Prime Minister just quit. What just happened in Nepal? Okay, Z Squad, you are not going to believe what we uncovered. These massive youth-led protests, demanding accountability, corruption crackdowns, and PM Oli's resignation truly ignited after a jaw-dropping social media blackout. Look at this text on screen, 26 platforms blocked. They cut off everything. But here's the wild part. Despite the ban being lifted, the fury didn't stop. It actually escalated. Protesters stormed residences, even torching the communications minister's home and the prime minister's private residence. And the proof is in the details. Look at this. The prime minister, KP Sharma Oli, officially resigned. And this is where it gets crazy. The situation turned so chaotic, 2 Indigo flights bound for Kathmandu were diverted. The Tribhuvan International Airport was completely closed. And the numbers are just staggering, with 18 deaths and 250 injuries reported on Monday alone. Look at the news update, it's undeniable. PM Oli called this an unpleasant situation, blaming generational ambiguity between the youth. But with curfews still in place and the India-Nepal border on high alert, the question remains. Is this the start of a revolution or just the beginning of a much deeper problem? So what do you think happens next? Alright, moving on to our next story. Okay, Z-Crew, picture this. Hundreds of specialized workers suddenly arrested at a massive US factory site. What in the world is actually going on here? Last week, immigration authorities descended on a Hyundai plant in Georgia, detaining around 300 South Korean workers. But here's the wild part, these weren't just any workers. Look at this text, it reveals most were contractors, crucial specialists brought in for the plant's construction. So, why the arrests? Many held temporary visas for training, some even came on visa waivers previously accepted for such business. But the US says they were working illegally. And the proof is right here, a massive worker shortage in advanced industries like semiconductors, highlighted by this report, making this situation even more complex. This isn't just about Hyundai. Asian companies are pouring billions into US manufacturing at the government's urging, yet they are struggling to get the specialized talent needed to hit tight deadlines. This clash between wanting foreign investment and strict immigration enforcement is causing chaos. Just look at what this overlay reveals about the existing visa limitations. So, the workers are now heading home, jeopardizing billions in US investment and factory timelines. What would you do in this situation, Z-Crew? Is the US prioritizing enforcement over economic growth? Drop your theories in the comments below. Okay, from the world of politics to the world of entertainment. Okay, Zoe, are you ready to uncover a secret world of billions flowing into something we all need? A private equity giant is about to close an insane fund for healthcare. Is this the future of our well-being or a high-stakes gamble we desperately need to watch? Look at this, Zoe. Somerset Indus Capital Partners is nearing a massive $275 million close for their third fund. And look at the text on screen, target exceeded, $275 million fund close. They have blown past their initial $250 million goal. Mayor Surdesai, a partner, confirms this isn't just family money anymore. It's a huge institutional play. And the implications are just mind-blowing. This isn't just any fund. It's nearly 95% institutional capital. Look closely at this breakdown on screen. Global backing, 95% institutional capital. They are pulling in development finance institutions from all over, showing serious trust in their strategy. This firm's Fund 1 delivered a 4.5x multiple on invested capital. That is a huge return. But wait, there is more. Somerset is not just sitting on cash. They have already started deploying, investing in Sirix Healthcare and Printman Offset. The text here says, eyeing high-growth healthcare, 10 new bets. They are targeting high-end diagnostics, specialty clinics, and even preventive wellness. They are making about 10 new investments from Fund 3 by 2026. This is not just about hospitals anymore, Zoe. It is about the future of how we heal and stay well. The market is maturing, Zoe, with sector specialist funds becoming the new norm. Healthcare is no longer just recession-resistant. It is a consistent exit strategy. So, is this massive influx of capital a game changer for accessible, advanced care, or just another power play in a system we barely understand? What is your take? And now for something on a lighter note. Kathmandu is in flames, the airport is shut down, and Nepal's prime minister has just resigned. But you guys, what ignited this absolute inferno across the nation? Officially, the story is one thing. This all blew up after a shocking social media shutdown. Look at this on-screen text. 26 apps banned. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp gone. They failed to register with the government, sparking the initial outrage. But wait, there's more. The ban was lifted, but the protests only intensified. On Monday, police brutality led to an unthinkable tragedy, and the evidence is undeniable. We saw 19 youths dead, 300 plus injured, as the text confirms. And this is where it gets crazy. And then the ultimate no-way moment. PM Oli resigns, citing extraordinary circumstances. But his house burned down, ruling party offices were set ablaze, and the Kathmandu airport shut completely. Look at the text. PM Oli's residence, burned. This isn't just about an app ban anymore. It's about alleged government corruption. What's the real story here? The public reaction has been fierce. Protesters are dancing in the streets as buildings burn, demanding answers. Air India even canceled flights. This is truly unprecedented, and the fallout is going to be massive. So what do you think happens next? Okay, up next. You guys are not going to believe this. Okay, it's an election showdown like no other. 96% polling by 3 p.m. That's a staggering turnout. What secret forces are at play here, and what does it mean for India's next vice president? The battle lines are drawn, and the numbers are intense. As you can see right here on the screen, the official count stands at NDA 425 MPs against the opposition's 324 MPs. That's a clear numerical advantage for the ruling party, making it look like a done deal, right? But here's the shocking twist. Reddy, the opposition's candidate and a former Supreme Court judge, made a last-minute, impassioned plea for MPs to vote based on principle, not party loyalty. He wants the Rajya Sabha to remain a true temple of democracy, as this text on your screen highlights, demanding a deeper moral consideration. And get this, it's absolutely mind-blowing. While the NDA seems confident, we have 3 parties abstain from voting, including BRS, BJD, and even the Shiromani Akali Dal. This is huge, as you can clearly see on the screen. What does this strategic move mean for the final count and the legitimacy of the outcome? This isn't just about a numerical victory. It's being framed as an ideological battle with massive implications for India's political future. What happens when personal conscience clashes with rigid party lines? So what do you think happens next in this high-stakes game of power? And just when you thought the day couldn't get any stranger, are you ready for this? Apple just dropped their awe-dropping event and what they revealed about the iPhone 17 series. It's a game changer. But is it truly awe-dropping or just another upgrade? First up, they're launching 4 new iPhone 17 models today. And look at this on-screen text. 48 MP camera across all models. That's a massive upgrade for every single phone, not just the Pro versions. We're talking sharper detail for everyone. And the proof is in the details. When we dive into the core, the new A18 Pro chip promises mind-blowing efficiency, as this overlay shows. A18 Pro chip, huge performance leap. But hold on, because it gets crazier. The build is now aluminum, making it lighter than last year's Titanium Pro Max. And the implications are just mind-blowing. This isn't just about phones, it's about a whole new ecosystem. The article details updates for Apple Watch Series 11 and AirPods. Look at the text. New Health TOOLS and USB-C AIRPODS. This is Apple pushing their entire world forward, ensuring we stay hooked. But here's the wild part. Prices are starting at Rs 79,900 in India, with reports of an overall price increase. So, is this brilliant, or is it a huge mistake? For your wallet, what would you do in this situation? Now, for a look at what's happening in the world of finance. A shocking blast, innocent lives lost, and then acquittals. But hold on, because the victims are saying, not so fast. This twist in the Malegaon bomb blast case is a legal thriller playing out right now. Okay, back in 2008, tragedy struck Malegaon. An explosive-laden motorcycle ripped through a mosque area, killing 6 and injuring over 100. And now, look at this. 6 family members of the victims are moving the Bombay High Court. The special NIA court had acquitted 7 accused, including a BJP MP and a LT call. The judge said mere suspicion cannot replace real proof. But here's the wild part. The NIA itself, which initially opposed discharge, later gave some a clean chit. These families are arguing the judgment is bad in law and must be set aside. They want the July 31st acquittal quashed. And the proof is in the details. When you analyze the court's own observations against the victims' relentless pursuit of justice, you see the contradictions. The Malegaon blast was a pivotal case, linked to extremist groups, sparking massive debate. Now, with victims fighting back, this isn't over. What do you think? Will this challenge uncover new evidence, or will the original verdict stand? Alright, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit that button. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Zone News.